Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a how I got my baby sleep trained without crying it out sort of thing. So I'm not going to say he is 100% sleep trained, but he is a ton better and this is working for us. So I wanted to share with you guys because he now goes down for naps, he now goes down for bed at night, he now sleeps a ton better. He is going through a bit of the 4-month sleep progression, but he's still sleeping a lot better with these routines. So as you can see, my little monkey is right here staring at me. So I'm really hoping he lets me film this video because otherwise mum is not going to get this done. So we'll just pop him in the corner. Hello, my little man. He is a tad grumpy today because I think we're going through a bit of a growth spurt and our teeth are starting to come through and bother us. So please excuse any outbursts that pop out in this video. So the first thing I have to say is dedicate at least a couple weeks to this. I think it took me, I'd say about 2 weeks to implement this completely and have a lot of success. By now, which has been about 3 weeks now, I have amazing success and it's very rare that I get a failure with it. So that is great. Look for baby's tired signs. So this is kind of hard. Every baby's different. Lachlan's eyebrows go red. He now will rub his eyes and he will start to get really fussy. He also might stare off into space, like if you're playing with him and he just starts staring, that's another really good sign. Yawning is a sign, but for him, he will yawn when he wakes up too. But for some babies, yawning is a big sleep sign. That means you're getting to the very end of the window where you can put them down without them getting too fussy. So I do recommend if your baby is yawning, snap to it. The next thing is set a routine. So I do this for bedtime and for nap time. So we do a nappy change. We go into our sleeping bag, which I will leave an insert here of what ones we use. We use these Swaddle Up Love to Dream ones that he keeps his hands up here. We love them. We put him in a dark room, we put his white noise on, and he goes into his bassinet. So he does that for bedtime and for naps. The difference is for bedtime, we also add in bath routine and normally a book or something like that, and a feed. For a nap, I try not to feed him before he goes down for a nap. I try to make that when he wakes up. Like he's just had one just now because he's just woken up from an hour and 40-minute nap, which is amazing. And yeah, just set yourself a routine. Whatever works for you guys, that's what works for us, and we can stick to that. A dark room is necessary. We bought some sheets to actually stick up over our windows because we did not have lockout blinds. So that's a really cheap way of doing it, just material or sheets or something. But you know, if you guys want to buy blackout blinds or blackout covers for your windows, I recommend in those because a dark room is totally necessary. Put them down to the same place they sleep at night. Now this is something that is sort of controversial. Some people say no, you should put your baby down for naps somewhere different so they can distinguish, but we just have a different routine slightly so they can distinguish. So he knows it's bedtime when he gets his full bedtime routine, and he knows it's a nap when he doesn't have the full routine. He just has the bum change, the sleeping bag, etc. So I'll leave our routine down below for you guys if you guys want to sort of follow our routine. It's super easy. And so for my routine, or what we've done is I used the pick up put down method. I'm not sure if I used the exact method, but I used a variation of that. Basically, I would put him down in his bassinet calm, or just sort of whiny, and let him give him his dummy, put his white noise on, and if he would cry, I will try and soothe him in the bassinet first. If that doesn't work, I will pick him up, settle him, put him down awake. It is so important to put them down awake. Drowsy is fine, but he has to close his eyes and go to sleep in the bassinet. And so the first couple times we did this, it took a while, I'm not gonna lie. I think it was 20 minutes of picking up, putting down, picking up, putting down, picking up, putting down. But he would eventually go to sleep. And he knows that he's not crying it out because you were right there, you pick him up or you soothe him in the bassinet, so you're not leaving him just to scream. And so that was what made me feel better. I just couldn't stand just leaving him to scream. So now he'll often go down without any fight, and if it's it's a bit of a whine, like you might just whinge a little bit, pat him on the tummy or rub his tummy and he'll set. Or another one is the stroke down between the eyebrows. If your baby is tired, that's a great way to get them to close their eyes. That's probably the method that we use. Like I said, the first couple times it did take a while. He probably took at least 20 minutes, but then it kept getting shorter and shorter. And like I said, we've been doing this for about 3 weeks now, and he will go down for his naps pretty much without a fuss. I don't even need to pick him back up most of the time. So that is our routine. So I've got some tips for you guys to sort of help ease you guys into this a little bit. Gripe water. Gripe water is amazing for us if he is being particularly gassy or fussy, and he just will not go down. A little bit, I'm talking like 1 ml of gripe water, just normally calms him down enough that he'll take the dummy and go to sleep. So if he is fussing, will not stop crying, will not settle, I'll give him a little bit of gripe water, give him a cold dummy. A cold dummy is like my next tip. It's amazing for a baby that is teething. It just is so soothing, and it sort of shocks them into sucking the dummy. If you guys use a dummy, obviously just skip this if you don't. But that works fantastically for us. He loves to just suck the cold dummy. It doesn't just work for nap times either. It works if your baby's been really fussy to begin in general. And put them down. Repeat this process even if you were out. So I know that babies, you know, you should stick to a routine. I mean, I don't plan out his naps. He naps when he's tired. So he will have between 3 and 4 naps a day. Sometimes 5 naps if he gets up particularly early. Like he will normally wake up sometimes at 5 o'clock and he needs an extra nap then. But he needs to be, babies are portable. They need to be able to come with you and do what you're doing. So I will do the same routine in our pram. So I will, you know, change his bum, put him in his sleep gown, put his white noise on, put him down in the pram, close the top of the pram. So if you have a cover, my pram closes the whole way down. So like it has a cover that goes the whole way down. If you don't have that, a blanket, muslin cloth, something, pop it over the pram. Something breathable, of course, but pop it over the pram so it's dark, and he will go to sleep, which is awesome. I mean, he doesn't sleep as well as he does when we're at home, but he will still sleep for an hour quite easily. Sometimes he will sleep the full nap. He has done 2 hours in the pram once because we were walking around and just kept him asleep. Babies need to be portable, and it's so important for them to fall asleep wherever you are. And my last tip is to do that distinguishing between your nap time and your bedtime. Like I said, we will do a bath and a book, or a wipe down and a book, normally a bath and a book, to distinguish that it is bedtime. He'll also generally get a feed before I put him down, which I don't do. I will still put him down awake. He will not fall asleep on me. He very rarely falls asleep to feed anymore. He's too alert. But he goes down awake, but he has those distinguished features in that routine. So I really hope you guys found this helpful. I thought it would be super quick video just to sort of share what we did to sleep train. Lachlan was a horrible sleeper. He would only sleep on me or my husband. We co-slept, and even now he does end up in bed with us eventually, but he will go back to his bassinet quite easily. It's more laziness. But he was a terrible sleeper. He would not sleep in his bassinet. He would not sleep in his pram. He would not sleep in the car, and he still to this day struggles to sleep in the car. He's not a big car fan, but finding a routine was perfect for us. It worked so amazingly, and I want to share for you guys that do not want to try the cry it out. Obviously, if this doesn't work, you can look at other options, but this worked for Lachlan, and he is quite a fussy baby. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. And so I think it's really necessary to sort of find a routine that works for you, that you're comfortable with. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed having little Lachlan sitting here next to me. He's just watching me talk to the camera, and I think he thinks I'm a bit of a weirdo. We're sitting in Lachlan's new playroom. I'm pretty excited about it. If you guys want a full playroom tour, let us know. We didn't do anything too exciting. It wasn't expensive or anything like that, but it's just his little place, so he doesn't have to play in his room. Again, so he can distinguish sort of the bedtime routine. It's not a playtime place. So anyway, I'm gonna go because I'm rambling, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Do not forget to subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye!